You're welcome. In this video, let us understand how to generate reports. It's a part 8 of 10. So here we are learning how to make C# project. If you're seeing this video first time, so please watch the video from the part 1. Therefore easily you can understand like how to make C# project. So all the essentials will be discussed in these videos. Therefore you can definitely do any project after watching these videos. So in this video, let us learn how to generate the customer list report, deposit list, and then withdraw list. So if you want to do a C# project, what are the requirements? How do we do this? So all this explained in this series. I'll just brush it up so how we can complete the whole project. So here we're discussing about banking project. It's just an example, but you can do any project. It's almost same. So entry level projects are almost same. So whatever your title, so what you need to do is first you need to check out like what are your data in the sense what are the tables you need to design. Or first you need to design the project, what are the things you want to add, and the corresponding tables first you need to design. Once the tables are ready, you can create the tables. For each table generally you require a form to enter the data. So if this is the customer form, so you can have a customer code or customer name, address, mobile number, all this. So when you click save, this should go to data. So therefore you need to send to the data. And then you record one more form. So where you want to display all the data. So therefore this is a report. So what are the data is already entered. If I want to see that all the data, so therefore from this table you need to bring it over here. So you need to call the data. So therefore you need to use the select statement and then you have to fetch the data and then you can display it over there. So in this case, if we say this is the deposit, so when you have a deposit form, so you can see that we can link the customer over here. Which customer is depositing? So therefore the customer can be linked over there. So when you say withdraw, so this is again customer will be linked and your deposit also will be linked because we should know what is your total deposit. From that, whether you have a sufficient balance, then only you can able to withdraw. So ultimately, what is the logic? So for every form, you should learn like how to send the data to the table. That is insert statement. Insert. So in case you want to update also, you can learn like how to make the update. Then you don't want some data, then you have to provide delete option. So you can delete the data. So these three are very important. Then select statement is very important because we need to select the data and we need to display it. With that some logic, for that you should know the C# language. So particularly if condition, while loop, and database connectivity and database related activities. For that we already discussed, we should know like SQL connection object, SQL command object, SQL data reader. So this is the component you should aware of this, then how to use them. If you know all these things, easily you can able to manipulate or easily you can able to do any project. Fine. So today's session is concerned, let's continue and let's generate the reports. So here we have Visual Studio. So we already opened the project. As I said already, if you are not yet watched the videos, so please go to our channel. That is iBlix tutorials. And then if you click on videos, you can able to see all the videos over here. So it's from the part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. So apart from this, we have a lot of project related videos. So after watching like how to make a project, you can select any of these project and learn like what are the things we need to add in that project and then try to create that project. So if you're looking for a job, this kind of experience is very important. So if you know like how to make the project and if you make some project ready and it's in your laptop, it's available. So you can able to present when you're interview time. So therefore you can prove yourself that you could able to do projects because otherwise simply attending the interview it's of no use. So you need to prove yourself, you know the language and you can able to do something. So therefore learn and make yourself some projects and then in the interview time explain them what are the projects you have done and how you have done this and what all things you know. That is what very important. So also please subscribe to our channel. So we are bringing a lot of technical particularly programming related videos here. Keep watch the videos, keep learn and keep improve yourself, keep learn the coding and then get a good job. Fine. So we'll come back and we'll go back to Visual Studio again. So here we want to display the report. So here we created already menu. So customer list, deposit list, withdraw list, and correspondingly we need to create the forms for that. So now to create a form, go to project menu, add form. So this is a regular form. So then you can say customer report. So you can add one form. So then you required for deposit one, for withdraw one. So for two more forms. So this is deposit report form. Then one more for withdraw report form. Right. So now you can see that all the three forms are generated. First I'll go to customer report form. So here is a customer report. So as usual, let us redesign the whole page. First we'll go there and we'll change the font here. So this is Vardhana 12. Then you can change the background color. So which color you like, you can select the color. So done. So here in order to display the customer list, we require a data grid view. So therefore we go to toolbox. So select the data grid view. And we can draw a data grid view on the screen. Then you can have a button to close and button to refresh. So two buttons are required. So therefore go to any of the forms and then select the button. Okay. So here you can say that refresh, close. Two buttons were required. Right. So you can paste it here and then I can bring it somewhere here. So then close button here. Right. So you know like already close. So in order to close this, you have to say this dot close. Will do the job. So in order to display the data in a data grid view, you require a SQL connection. Therefore, you have to say using system.data.sql client namespace you need to add to the project SQL client. Then you require a connection string. So you can copy the connection string some other page. Okay, so we go to customer page and then you can copy the connection string here. So paste it. So it is done. Now we want to display the data. When you click the refresh button, so all the data should go to the data grid view. So we already done this. So therefore here we have a refresh button. So everywhere we have a refresh button. So button display. So this code will do the job. I'll copy the same code. Now here is a refresh. So you can paste it here. Now customer is concerned what are the columns you want to select. So there are many columns here. So I just go there and check the columns. Expand your table. Tables. So customer table. Right. So here you can say account name, customer name. Then address we don't want to display. So you want to display mobile number. Then email, account type. So these are the columns we want to display. So from a customer table, so order by account number. So then what happened? This code will do the job. Then connection dot open. You create a data set. DS1 is a new data set. And SQL adapter, SDA1 as a new SQL adapter. And this is the query and this is the connection. And we need to fill this with the DS1. So therefore data will go to DS1. From the DS1 we can get back to data grid view. So the data will come back to data grid view and it will be displayed over there. So this is the code you need to write in order to display data on screen. And it ultimately a report I will show you on screen. So this one you need to call. So therefore you need to go to MDA parent and then you need to call that one. So let's go to MDA parent and then report customer list. So here you can copy the previous code, paste it here, and now this is customer report. Okay, you're not given as a report form, so just a customer report. Okay, so here is a customer report. So it's a customer report. So it's done. Now run this. So you go to report and customer list. When you click refresh, so you see that all the columns will be displayed. So you can increase the size over here. Fine. So by default, you want to increase the size, then we need to add some more line of code. Therefore, the moment you can refresh, the width should increases. So let's see that what is the code we have to write. So in order to increase the column width, so you have to say data grid view 1. So this is the data grid view 1 dot columns of 0. So 0 indicate first column. Then dot width that is equal to, you can give the value. So this is 100. So next one is a name. So let's give 200. So next one is mobile number, maybe 150. So again this is also 150, and one more is 100. So now this is column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. So save this and then run. So you can see that the columns are increased. The size is increased. So you want any of the space will be still, it is there. So therefore you can increase a little bit more. So close this and then go there here. So let's make it as 300. This is 200 and this one is 200. Maybe it's around 120. Fine. So you can see that it looks nice. So a little bit extra. So therefore you can reduce this one. So instead of 300, we can take 260. Yeah, that will do the job. So now our customer report is ready. Next we'll go to deposit form. Sorry, deposit report. So again, same. So you need to go to background color. First you change the font. Then you go to background color. So then you can choose the corresponding what color you want. Then designing is very easy. So you can come back here, hold the shift key and select everything. Control C, then Control V. So now you can see that your data grid view, refresh button, close button, everything will come over here. So if I double click refresh, then if I double click on close, so things are ready. If I go to customer report again, I can copy this whole event. Then I can come back to this deposit report. So I can replace the both the events because the event names are same. So there is no problem. Then we need to add the initialization. Then here is the using system.data.sql client. So done. Now for deposit, you need to write the query here. So the deposit is in transaction table. But what are the columns you required? That columns has to come over there. So what are the columns? So this is the transaction number, then transaction date, then account number, then here is the deposit number, amount, and then if you want details, you can write the details. Even remark we can take. You can say remark. So this is from the transaction table. So to give where condition here, because otherwise both deposit and withdraw both will come, but we want only the deposit. So therefore you can say deposit amount greater than 0 and ordered by transaction number. So this is on transaction number. So you have to change the transaction number. Now the column width, transaction number 100 is okay. Transaction date I take 160. Account number again 100, okay. Deposit amount let's say 150. Details some 260. So you have one more column, so therefore you have to copy this. So we'll check it out how much space left. So according to that we can adjust that one. Fine. So now save all these things and we can go to MDA parent. So this is the deposit list. You can copy this and then paste. So here you need to change the deposit report form. So also we can create one more. So even withdraw is ready. So therefore we can go to withdraw list. So this is withdraw report. So here W capital, okay. So you don't need to come back again for the MDA parent for the other form. So because the code is written now. So now we can save everything and then run. So deposit list, if you refresh this, you can see the deposit. Right. So as I told already, this remark we can reduce the size. So here also we can reduce some size. Fine. So this we don't require 100, let's say 80, and this is 120, and this 100. Fine. So now we can increase another some 60 something like this. So 150 you can take. So this is make the transaction table. So here is the deposit list. Okay, so deposit is done. So same way you want to make for the withdraw. So you can go to withdraw report. So again change the properties. So font property. So this is 12 and then choose the background color. So now again you can copy everything from this place, deposit form. So copy this and then go to withdraw and then paste it here. Now writing the code for this much more easy because we already written for deposit form. So therefore you can same code will do the job. I can copy this. So I can paste it over here. So select both the events and then paste it. So here only changes we required is this is the withdraw amount and then withdraw amount. So therefore you need to change just two values. The rest of them are almost same. Okay, so now copy this SQL connection. So then here you have to import SQL client. So this SQL client is important in every page. Therefore you need to add in every page. So we can run this. Now we can go to reports, withdraw list. You can refresh it. So you can see that withdraw will come. Fine. So this is how we can generate a report, online report or on the view report. So using the data grid view control. So in the next video, let us learn how to print this data. What are the data is there, how to print and how to take the printout. That I'll show you in the next video. So keep watch, keep learn, keep improve yourself. If you have any doubts, please write it in the comment box. Let me know what you are thinking. If possible, we definitely will try to help you out. Thank you very much.